Hello, hello, welcome. Before starting this video, I did a quick bit of research and I think I know what the issue is with our player freezing while shooting and moving at the same time. Killing our enemies first. And let me turn down the volume a little bit. It's too loud for me. Okay, so I think the problem that we're running into, and I'll show you what the issue is. We're moving using the keyboard and then click the fire button, movement stops, right? So I'm pressing A, and then as soon as I click on the fire button, it stops. Pressing D now, as soon as I press fire, it stops. Now I think it really has to do with the combination of the keyboard and these on-screen controls. And the reason why is because the same thing happens if I do the jump button. So I'm moving, jump, and it stops moving again. Same problem, but if I use the keyboard's jump button, which is the space bar, it can move no problems, right? So I think the issue might just simply be that we're trying to combine the on-screen buttons with the keyboard. Let's try one more thing. Maybe tap the left button on screen and try space on the keyboard. See, same issue. Stops going. I think that is probably what the issue is, and that should be a quick fix. Alright, and to put that to the test, I got ChatGPT pulled up, and the prompt is I just verified that pressing on the keyboard movement or jump buttons and using on-screen button at the same time causes the player to stop moving, even with left, which is the A key, or right, which is the D key on the keyboard, and using the jump button on screen, or vice versa. To put this to the test, we should assign a keyboard button to the fire as well, since we already have a button assigned for left, right, jump on the keyboard already. Hopefully something quick, and well, let's just test it out. All right, so quick test, no coding is needed. So open input action, select the attack action, add binding, and pick your button. So let's try it out. So input system, attack, add binding, and maybe wrong place. Add binding here. Okay, no binding. It should be, what is it? Path to keyboard. And instead of F, I think I'll do shift, maybe. Yeah, left shift. Let me find it. All right, so a good thing is you can just type it in there. So shift, and I'll do left shift keyboard. Okay, so added this binding, and now let's. Oh, of course. Oh, did I not save it? Did I save it? Save asset. Okay, and go back. And if that works, then it's gonna be a super simple, easy fix. Okay, so shift hitting the fire button. Now move at the same time. Let's see. Yep, no issues anymore. So I think the issue was just a combination of the on-screen and the keyboard keys. And I am very happy about it. Cool. We spent an unhealthy amount of time debugging this simple issue, so sometimes it happens. All right, so we should be at a good spot now since the bug was pretty simple fix. So if you guys want to um, code this with me, you can always just clone this repo and download part 8, which is pushed out. Check out part 8. This is the branch name and follow along. And I have this little website created also by ChatGPT. And this is what we're going to use to basically track our bugs and features going forward. So let me add a new feature that we will be working on soon. So implement a boss is going to be our feature, and this is probably going to be a high priority issue, maybe a higher priority point and system label. I don't know what to put. Gameplay share. Oh wait, why do I have two? Buggy, buggy, buggy. Let me delete one. Yeah, seem like clones. I might have accidentally pressed it twice. Or it might be just buggy. Anyway, and I added a couple of quick sample ones. So this one is not actually a sample. This is our issue when we collide with a enemy. And if we just keep moving into it, the enemy gets launched in the air. If you want a quick demo, I can show it to you. So this guy's coming right at us. And look at that. He just gets launched in the air like that, which I think should be a bug. Although it's kind of cool, I feel like it should be a bug, not a feature. And then I added something, add a satisfying landing dust effect. So if I jump, I feel like there should be a little bit of dust that kicks off at the bottom. Um, I hate this. I hate accidentally clicking on these two options. I wish there was a way to disable it. Anyway, where should we go next? I think all the tests passed. Projectile hits terrain, explosion appears, projectile hits enemy. Enemy disappears, then explosion appears. Projectile hits coins or power-ups, passes through, and one projectile damages only one enemy. So all of those tests passed, and the bug that we thought was going to be a huge pain turned out to just be a conflict of keyboard and on-screen controls. So I think we might be ready to move on to implementation of the boss, but let's see. This confirms it. The bug was actually the combination of on-screen and keyboard keys. When I only use the keyboard, I can move and fire at the same time. And excuse my lowercase i's there. Anyway, where should we go to next? Are we ready to implement our boss? Okay, so it doesn't want me to get to the boss key just yet. First things first, it wants me to test on an actual Android phone. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this. Trying to think. I think I'll modify temporarily the main menu script, and I'll change this to Sandbox. Switch first level name back to level underscore one. Okay. But for now, I'll do Sandbox and save the script. And then the other thing I want to do is go to build profiles. Scene lists, and I've already added Sandbox in there because I'll test it in my phone. Last thing is go back to our scenes, Sandbox. This is just for testing, of course. Actual game release is not going to have a Sandbox in it for obvious reasons. But go to our prefabs and just drop a level goal here so that we can win the game very easily. And wrong thing. Save the scene and go back to main menu just to test out that the button now takes me to Sandbox. Wait, it didn't. Why did it not do it? Maybe I need to configure Start button. Main menu there, start game. So that should be Sandbox. Okay, I don't understand. I don't understand why it loaded level 1 instead of Sandbox. Make sure your first level's exact name is typed there. That's what. I mean, it is called Sandbox, is it not? Build profiles, scene list, Sandbox. Yeah, Sandbox. So, what is going on here? Is that a bug? Let's see, main menu, start game. Right. One more time, maybe. Why is it loading level 1? So annoying. Hmm. Okay, so I just pasted the code here from our main menu script and let ChatGPT know that I modified the script to set Sandbox as level 1, added it to our scenes list in the build profiles, um, but the start button still launches level 1. So, main menu start game, that's what's set there. So I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, that's what I suspected, but I couldn't find that field. But anyway, it seems like that first level name value is serialized. So we need to find the menu controller in the hierarchy. Menu controller, where is it? Where would that be? Main menu here, maybe? No. Menu controller. Oh, okay, there we go. First level name. Gotcha. Okay, so just reset this. I think that should be it. Sandbox. There we go. Right. All right. And wait, why is this trophy not animated? What is happening? Too many bugs. All right, I'm just adding this a trophy, not being animated in Sandbox. Check other levels as well. All right, and this is a bug, probably a 2-pointer. And okay, whatever. Priority medium. Anyway, let me test out the game on my phone and I'll let you know how it functions. Alrighty, I just tested it on my phone and it looks good. I can move and fire at the same time, but I also discovered another somewhat of a bug, which is if I collect the trophy, I can still keep firing. So let me just quickly show you what I mean. First of all, let's see enemy behavior. It seems like the enemy still keeps moving once you hit the trophy. So that probably should be fixed. Or not. I mean, that's not a high priority, so maybe like low priority item. Enemy keeps moving when you collect the level goal trophy. And it's a bug. I don't know if I wanna prioritize, probably not. Probably 2-point effort there. Create the issue. And then the other thing is once you collect the trophy, you can keep firing. So I don't know if I want to keep that or fix it, but for now, let's categorize that as a bug as well. So firing works even when collected the trophy. Lava gold trophy. And this is a bug. Low priority, maybe. Backlog. Shouldn't be too bad. Create it. Okay. And so test on an actual Android phone works. Finish the weapon feature. So I think we should move on to this one. All right, so testing on Android phone. Testing on Android phone works. Also discovered that you can keep firing even after hitting the level goal. Not sure if we should consider this a bug. And also not super important to fix if we do. And then the finish the weapon feature. So let's move on to this. Actually, before we do anything further, let's see if I missed any steps from before, right? So enemy health, I think we've done that. I think we should be all set. Projectile prefab. Yeah, should be all set. Nothing that we missed from the previous instructions. Um, okay, so right now, should we move on to two? Should we move on to? Oh yeah, totally forgot that that should be unlocked by a power up. So should definitely finish that feature. What is three? Implement regular enemy combat. Add an enemy layer. Create enemy health. Make projectiles deal damage. Okay, makes sense. And then finally build the boss as the next step. So let's see. Okay. Control. Okay, cool. I don't think it understood what I meant by level goal. Maybe. Oh no, never mind. Let's talk about the level goal thing here instead of the first line. Um, all right. So firing after reaching the goal is a minor bug, but it is a one-line fix worth making. At the top of fire, use this line. So let me modify this fire button or firing script. So where would that be? Fire explosion energy projectile. Fire. Not here. Would it be here? No. Where is the fire? I gotta learn where things are. Maybe this one. Player shooting. Fire. Fire. Right at the top. We gotta just paste that block code so that you can no longer fire. Be or stop firing once the level goal is hit. And oh, okay, okay, just modify this guy because we don't need this. And this is pretty much the same code, and we're just adding the level goal. That is level complete check in there. So let me modify the comment there and here. Or stop firing. The level goal is hit, and that should be good. Save this. All right, all compiled. So let's just test it. As a level goal, now I can no longer fire. Cool. And by the way, on level 1, doesn't seem like firing is working. So you just have to apply to master prefabs or whatever. Um, anyway, that was quick. So let me go in there. Firing works even when trophies collected. Um, this status should be shipped or, yeah, pretty much, right? Ready, building, shipped, and done. See what is shipped. Made it out alive. Oh, what is that? And the lab is building. Ready is up next. Okay, makes sense. The ship. Um, should have been a one pointer, but anyway. Then we'll finish this. So this is also proof that is level complete. Guard isn't always redundant. Some input can still arrive during the level completion transition. Okay, then we'll finish the weapon feature. So it wants a bunch of our scripts. Okay, so double jump power unlock code. So let me copy and paste those scripts here. Okay, so I wanted the run state script, which is here, player shooting script, um, and then double jump power up script and player controller script. So double jump power up has our logic for what happens on collision with the player. So unlock the double jump and then play the double jump pickup sound. And in our game manager, we call the enable double jump UI function. So that's a UI thing. Um, anyway, should I even paste the game manager script in there? Might as well. Okay, so I pasted the game manager script. Here's a little bit of player controller script. Has double jump unlocked variable, can double jump variable, and then of course that's the other one I pasted in there. Double jump power up, player controller, game manager, player shooting, and run state. So have it analyze it. And in the meantime, we can review what finished weapon feature looks like. So we're going to have the weapon unlocked state to run state, prevent player shooting from firing while locked, create energy weapon power up, um, just like our double jump power up, persisted across levels, hide the Android fire button until the upgrade is collected, and test reset behavior when starting a new run. So that should be good. Okay, so our current double jump power up does not persist across scenes. Honestly, we've done so much in the last few episodes that I don't even know how true it is, but we can always just test it out. I don't doubt him, or I don't doubt ChatGPT. Uh, you know what? Instead of doing our, I'll just add the power up in our sandbox. Um, see, sandbox. Maybe delete a couple of those enemies. Maybe just one. And prefabs, double jump power ups. So drop this guy. Select that coin. Just to make sure the coin persists. Okay, we already had one there. Anyway, what is happening? Alright, double jump power up. So 1 point we know will persist to level 1. 1 point. Yep, double jump is gone. So definitely need to fix that. Only changes the current player instance, so both upgrades should follow the same rule and persist. Okay, so let's open up run state. Scripts, run state, run state. Okay, there we go. Delete all these other ones and open it back up. Okay, so it just gave me the whole replacement block for the run state. So let's see what we have currently. Reset state, start a new run, begin level, add score, and restore level start score. We'll just replace everything. Score has double jump unlocked. Has okay, I don't think had any of those. Yeah, so just scoring. This is the previous one, by the way. Okay, pasting the new block. So now we have our double jump unlocked and has energy weapon unlocked. All right, so reset state. We're setting score and scores to 0 and both double jump and energy weapon to false. Start a new run. Okay, and a new run also score is 0 and has double jump unlocked as false. So energy weapon unlocked as false. Begin level. Add score. Restore level start score. This gets called when you die and start from the beginning of the level. So that's where the score gets reset to score at level start. Unlock double jump. So this is where you set it to true and unlock the weapon. All right, save this. All right, we deliberately do not create a power-up state at level start variables. This means both upgrades remain unlocked after retrying a level. Okay, sounds good to me. Although I don't know if I want it to be like that. I feel like once you die, your upgrades should get reset, in my opinion. I don't know. We can think about it a little bit later. Both upgrades remain unlocked after retrying a level. Okay, step 2, restore double jump on each player. So you do modify our player controller. Let's open it up. Screen position out of view. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Nah, just kidding. If that might have been something weird that just happened. If that comes back, then we can tackle it. But I feel like it's might have done something weird during compilation or compiling. Um, player controller dot awake. So open up player controller awake, and we need to add. Let me just do this. Okay, we need to add has double jump unlocked. So I'll just add at the bottom. And then a finished method should look like, okay, so just add that comment in there as well. Restore the upgrade when new player is created after changing scenes. Okay. Then in double jump power up, add this directly before double jump power up. So open up that script. Double jump power up. Add this player that has double jump unlocked. Add this guy. Run state to unblock double jump. So yeah, seems good. Save the upgrade for the remainder of the run. So this is when you collect the power up, okay? So then we call our run state unlock double jump, which basically just sets our boolean to true. Player dot has double jump unlocked. It's also equal true. Okay. Unlock it immediately on the current player. Yep, that's already there. I'll just modify the comment a little bit. Have a match. Also add this method near the top of double jump power up. So copy that. So we don't have a start method. What it's doing, if this upgrade was already collected before a retry or a scene reload, remove the duplicate power up. Okay, this is also smart. Very cool. So this should be our start function. I didn't even think about doing that, but it's a nice touch there, ChatGPT. I locked the weapons. Player shooting. So let's open up player shooting. All right, we got quite a lot going on here. At the beginning of player shooting to fire, add this. Find out timescale. Okay, so right before this one, we should add these two lines, or this one line. What's happening? Has energy weapon unlocked? It is not true, so if you don't have the power up, then you cannot fire, right? So you shouldn't even be able to see the fire button, um, in my opinion. Beginning now should be okay, so looks good to me. Let's just look at the other ones. Okay, yep. Your fire button will still be visible temporarily. Okay, good thing it's temporary, but pressing it will do nothing until the power up is collected. Okay, for this one, I gotta ask it later. Um, good, we should, you can't see it, but I will scroll in a bit for you to be able to see what I'm typing in. I'm just asking. Should remove it soon. Okay, anyway. Create the enemy energy weapon power up.cs script. So that should be something new. Where are we at on time? 32. Wow, we're making a lot of progress. Okay, what is it called again? Energy weapon power up. Energy weapon power up. If it actually worked. Hopefully it did. Energy weapon power up. Yep, looks good to me. Cool. So let's open it up and copy and paste the code. Let's see what's happening here. Start removing this power up if it was already collected earlier in the run. Didn't we just add that logic somewhere else? Like the start method and double. Oh, okay. It was for the double jump. Now we have the different one. Energy weapon. Okay, so on trigger enter to D. I don't know if I like this because there are certain places that are like super tricky to get to collect these power ups, right? You got to do a bunch of jumps and climbs, and then you get to the top where the power up should be, but there's going to be nothing there. So I don't know if I like that logic. Um, Maybe I should add it to our issue feature. Not sure if I want the power ups to uh, get destroyed if it's already if alright, they are already collected on previous levels. They're unlocked. And should we destroy power-ups. So just some thought into it. Feel like some power-ups are located in difficult places to reach, and we don't want the player to go through all the hard work to find nothing there. Right? And so this is just something to think about, okay? Feature, not a really a feature, polish maybe. Priority, medium's good. Effort, super low. Just get rid of the just get rid of the block of code in our start functions of these power-ups. Right? So just these guys. Anyway, what else is happening here? On trigger enter TT, just unlocking our energy weapon and playing our music. Cool, 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 cool. Any more coding? Create as prefab. Okay. Replace its script. All right. Looks good to me. So let's save all these scripts that we just made and wait for it to compile. And that was pretty fast. So now let me delete the extra double jump power up that we just dropped and move this a little bit to the ground. Here, maybe I'll duplicate this. And this one is going to be our firing power up. So let's see. Rename this to, what is it called again? Energy weapon power up. Energy weapon power up. And follow these steps. Okay, so rename its script or replace its script. So script should be, let's delete this, remove component, and now need to apply to prefab. Add component, and this one should be our energy weapon power up script. And for the sake of it, I'll just add the same sound for now. So ISO3 audio is our energy weapon power up. It should be Rise 03. Um, Give it a sprite. So let me just add something from our items, fruits, and we got bananas, we got apples, we got collected. What is that? Oh, something that could implement that animation once you collect it. Melon, maybe. Kiwi, orange. We're using orange for coins, so pineapple or strawberry. I like pineapple. Let's do pineapple. Um, where's our energy weapon power up? And I'll go with pineapple. Super small. Why is it so tiny? Is that just a really tiny sprite or anyway, it doesn't really matter now. Let's just leave it at that. So there's our pineapple. It might be just a bug that we had earlier. If you've been watching the series for a while, we faced something similar before. Yeah, it might be that bug where everything, like these arts, become super tiny. And then I restart the game, like restart Unity, and it just goes back to regular size. So that might be what's happening. Okay, so Sprite is there. Confirm its Collider 2D has its trigger enabled. It does. And apply the prefab changes. Apply the prefab changes. So this should be a new prefab. Double jump power up. Should have probably should have sorry. Should have duplicated the prefab instead of here. Let's see what happens if I try to drag and drop it here. Would you like to create a new original prefab or a variant from the existing prefab? So it should be a original energy weapon power up. And let's test it out. What just happened? Should be the pineapple, but once you hit play, it's cherry again. So anyway, the fire button doesn't work, which is what we would expect. Click that, and now it's working. Anyway, I might just have to energy weapon. Right, so I just have to drag and drop another one here. Let's see. Still both are cherries. That must be a unity bug. Right, so yeah, I'll have to restart Unity and see if it fixes itself. But what are the rest of the tests we need to do? Just delete the duplicate. Maybe delete the original also. Energy weapon power up. Where's the where is it? Explosion? No. Energy projectile? No. Let's do Winter Control Z's. Energy weapon power up. Where's our prefab for it? Oh, there it is. Was I not just seeing it? Yeah, I think I was just blind for a second. All right, energy weapon. Let's try one more time. See if it renders as expected, or if it switches back to cherry. And what are the tests? Confirm fire does nothing before collecting the power up. We just tested that. Collect the power up. Confirm firing works. Restart level. Confirm weapon remains unlocked. So let's try that. It switches back to the. Alright, so fire now. Pause and restart. So yep, stays unlocked. And the other one no longer was there. So okay, what else we got? Move to another level and confirm it remains unlocked. So to level 1. And fire is actually not working, but I think that's a bigger issue at hand because it wasn't working before either. Um, it might be something to do with um, mobile UI canvas, maybe? Override? No override. Mobile controls, fire button. No override. Why does it not work on other levels? We can tackle it in the next one. Since we're already past 45 minutes, I think that's what I'll do. So let me quickly add that in. This is a bug. Fire button not working in non-sandbox levels or scenes. And should be fairly quick. I did 2 points there. Priority should be high. And that should be good. Cool. And what else we have? Okay, so this one will get fixed in the next one, next episode. Start a run from main menu and confirm it becomes locked again. I think it don't even need to check it. Uh, yeah, one thing I could do is check the double jump. So let's see. Going from. So now I can fire. Let's go to main menu. Start. No longer can fire. Okay, but now I can. And let's collect double jump. And double jump remains unlocked in the next level. So I like that. You know, I just thought of a feature. Is once you die, how about like a prompt that comes up? Oh, okay, new bug. Um, falling off pit doesn't cause or player doesn't die if uh, fall after falling off pit level 1. Check other levels. And this is a bug. Should be a good medium priority at least. I expect it to be a quick fix. Maybe even a 1 pointer. And what else we got? The other one I was just thinking of was kind of don't even want to say it, but anyway, if you must know, consider losing or letting the player pick which power up they want to lose once they die. So assume like you have unlocked both double jump and weapon shooting. If you fall off or die, how about you pick which power up you want to give up, right? So would be some sort of a pop up once you die with multiple power ups asking you which one you would like to sacrifice instead of retaining all power ups or losing all power ups. Could be an interesting feature. Again, not really will probably require a decent amount of effort. So yeah, let's add it in there, something to think about, and see you in the next one.